the context here, I haven't slept very much last night, probably like 3 hours collectively over the last 2 days. I am currently drinking black coffee. I thought I would add to the situation by attempting liquid eyeliner this morning, and let's go ahead and get started. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin if you're new here, and today's video is hopefully gonna be just as informative as it is chaotic. I am trying to pack for my upcoming trip to Montana where my family lives. And if you're wondering, Caitlin, why are you dressed so nicely just to pack your clothes? Well, the thing is I am filming this before I head to work this morning. I have to leave for work in like 45 minutes, 50 minutes. And you know, my life has just been so crazy lately with my full-time 9 to 5 and my content creation with my YouTube channel, posting once a week, and my Instagram, which I post on every day. If you haven't already, go ahead and follow me over on my Instagram at Caitlin Mahina. And I just haven't had any other time to film a video. You know, I don't want to be focusing on filming and editing multiple videos while I'm in Montana because I am going to be there for, I believe, 10 days. I will be filming a travel vlog for that video. So I was like, oh my god, like I have to film a video for this week. What am I going to do? I don't have time. I have to pack. And then I was like, film a pack with me. And if you're like, wow, Caitlin, you seem really hyper and high strung compared to the rest of your videos, that's because I've already had 1 cup of coffee. I'm on my 2nd cup of coffee, and I haven't done any sort of air travel in over a year, and I've completely forgotten how to pack. So let's go ahead and get started. So as I said before, I am going to go visit my family in Montana. They have lived in Montana since 2016. And if you're not familiar with Northwest Montana at all, it is cold and snowy. It is no joke. I remember one year when I was like, I think a sophomore in college, I spent winter break there, and there was like a straight week that was in the negatives. I mean, that was unusual. Right now, the weather there is like, the highs are in the 30s, the lows are like in the teens. So I am dressing to maximize warmth, but also I do have quite a few outfits that I want to shoot. Excuse me, coffee, sorry. But I do have quite a few outfits that I want to shoot while I'm there. So the goal of sort of my outfit planning is I'm trying to get maximum usability out of my pieces. I am going to my parents' house, so I do have access to laundry, but I don't want to like bank on that. So I have a collection of items here that I can really mix and match with each other. There's a lot of like neutrals. There's a few pops of color just because I'm still shooting red for my December theme for my Instagram. But for context, I absolutely believe in laying out your clothing before you travel and like setting it out into outfits. I've always done that, whether it's like travel for like vacation, which I admittedly haven't done in a really long time, even if I'm like visiting my family, or even when I was in college and I was on the rowing team and I had to travel every weekend, like take a bus trip for a regatta, I still would lay out like, this is my racing outfit, this is my bus outfit, because in my mind, if you don't do that, like you're just asking for absolute chaos. Like you're gonna get there and realize that like you don't have a pair of black pants, or you don't have a pair of blue jeans, or you don't have a white t-shirt, or whatever the case may be. So the approach that I took, as I said, was I laid out, or I hung up here, I believe it's 5 or 6, it's 6 different outfits that I'm planning on shooting. And when I say outfits, not all of them are full outfits. Like for example, this guy right here, it's an outfit, but the pants that are going with this and the top that are going with this are also with another outfit here. And so 6 outfits sounds like a lot, but again, not all of them are full outfits. Like if I actually count it out, I have 5 tops and I already counted it 4 bottoms. So when you're really thinking about it, like 5 tops and 4 bottoms, even if you're not counting the outerwear that I have hung up, that is 20 outfits. And I'm only gonna be in Montana for 10 days. Not sure if I mentioned that already. So I just really wanted to have like a wardrobe that, yes, if I wanted to, like I could shoot this look, I could shoot this look, but on the days when I'm not shooting something, it's like, oh, I can use this, that in this outfit for Instagram is a layering piece. I could use this as a top because it's like a button down flannel, or like I can really easily mix and match stuff around, and it's all really warm. Like I have some pieces in here that are a bit thinner, like this like really thin turtleneck, but it's a great piece that I could like throw a sweater and maybe a lighter jacket and like a heavier coat over because it's so thin. Or like this guy, he doesn't look very warm, but it's extremely warm as long as it's not raining. Whew, my heart's beating really fast. And like this one here that's like really fluffy and warm, it's a lot warmer than it looks. And I also made sure that the coats that I have are like, this one is a thinner coat, like I sort of mentioned with this turtleneck, and it can super easily fit under this coat. Like this coat can fit under this one can fit under this one. This is a vest, so it can fit under a lot of things. So I do lay out my outfits beforehand, but especially somewhere like Montana where it's like, it's no joke, like there are feet and feet of snow on the ground, like it's gonna be snowing while we're there. It's like, I don't want to like be super dramatic, but like it truly is, especially where my parents live. It's kind of like survival dressing, and you're probably like, Kaylin, this looks kind of fashionable for survival dressing, but like all of these pieces are tried and tested, like very practical. So that's sort of a big tip I have for cold weather dressing, especially if you're going somewhere where it's as cold as where I'm headed. Like, girl, don't dress for fashion. Like, I love a good dress and tights look, you know, in the winter, obviously, but this is fine for Virginia, where I am right now, but it is not fine for where I'm going. So, you know, maximum usability. You don't need to pack like a ton of pants. I only have 4. And then as far as shoes go, I'm only bringing these 2 pairs. So these are a pair of Sorels that my parents actually bought for me in Montana, because these are like the true, like, I'm walking the dogs on my parents' property, and like the snow is up to mid-shin even in the areas that have been plowed. So that's what these are about. And then I also have my trusty Docs. I can wear these in the snow because, as you can see, the tread is really nice, but they're just not as warm as like these lined Sorels. So this is like, we're going out to town, we're going shopping, like we're not out in nature sort of deal. So these 2 will be perfect, and they're both really bulky, so I will end up wearing one of these to the airport and like stuffing the other one with my socks, which will save me a lot of space. When it comes to dressing for Montana in the winter, I don't follow this so much in the summer because you're not wearing nearly as much clothing. It's like in the 70s, 80s. I don't pay attention to like metal accessories at all, like belts and jewelry, because mostly because like it's just not as important as the thought process that you need to put into like the layering pieces, but also because like they get totally lost in what you're wearing. Like there's no point in bringing like a ton of earrings, because most of the time you're just gonna have turtlenecks and sleeves and all this stuff going on. And like necklaces, absolutely not. Like you're literally never gonna see them. Bracelets, hell no. Like you don't want your wrists out. Rings, again, they're gonna be in gloves or in pockets. So I'm bringing 1 belt and literally 1 pair of earrings, and that's it. I'm just gonna leave the earrings in the entire time. Okay, so I brought us down to the floor, and like I said, I do have my iPhone up here that's gonna be filming what's going on. So what I did, first of all, is I just took everything off the hangers except for this outfit. This is gonna be the outfit that I'm traveling in. I have this nice lighter jacket that I talked about earlier as sort of my plane layer, and my layer when I'm in Virginia, but the second we get off the plane, it's gonna be like noon in Montana, and my dad has a few errands that he wants to run with us because my husband needs to pick up some skis and boots because he's gonna be skiing this trip. I most likely will not be, but we'll see. Watch the vlog that I go ahead and post a week from the time that this video is uploaded. But I'm also gonna have this on me because 1, it does save space to wear more layers on the plane. 2, I get extremely cold on the plane. Like I will need this second layer. And 3, like I said, we're gonna hop right off the plane and go ahead and get moving, so this will be a nice thing to have on hand when I step off the plane in Montana. So I am a big believer in rolling my clothing when it comes to packing. I don't have packing cubes, but I think I will get some at some point. It's just like, I was a college student, and then there was like 8 months and then COVID hit. So like I just never really had the chance to do much traveling to like get me to a place where I needed packing cubes. So that is definitely something that I am planning on investing in at some point, but it's just like, it's just not been a necessity as of late. So like I said, I do believe in I do believe in rolling my clothing, and I used to roll my clothing in like a big bundle based on like keeping all the pieces of an outfit together. I don't do that anymore just because the rolls would get super like large and unmanageable, and it was just like kind of defeating the purpose, because if the rolls are like too big and just like weirdly sized, it's gonna take up way more room than they should. So I obviously don't fold the outerwear because like that's just not really possible. But I'm gonna go ahead and roll up all of the pieces like the pants and the sweaters that are knits, and then I will fold up all of the outerwear, and I'm gonna time lapse through this, and I will see you in a bit. I am not gonna fully pack this piece here yet, just because of the shape of it. It's really stiff. I like to use things like that as like a top layer that I put on before closing the flap. So I have this space right here available, and there are some more clothes that I have rolled up, and that is my pajamas. So I'm bringing 3 sets of pajamas and 1 like hoodie sweatshirt, because like when you first get out of the shower, even when my parents have the heat on, like it is cold, like especially if you have wet hair, and like I can't always be bothered to dry my hair. I do more so in Montana, just because like otherwise you'll legitimately get sick. Like that's how cold it is. Again, even when my parents have the heat on. So these 3 pajamas, wow, I'm really satisfied with that. That fits nicely. So that's why I'm putting those in there. And then let's see what else I have. Oh, here's another set. Just squish that here. So I still have like my bras and socks and underwear, and my bras, I obviously want them to keep their shape, so I kind of like stack them inside of each other so all the cups like sit together. And then for my socks, I will always stuff socks into pairs of shoes. So I'm kind of debating on what shoes I want to wear to the airport, because the Sorels are like, if I wear them on my feet instead of packing them, it'll save me so much space, but like it gives you like minus 10 points speed in the airport because they're so heavy. Let me think. You know what, I don't think I'm doing any major snow trekking on the first day, because we're just gonna be like running errands and stuff to like get ready for the actual trip. Like I said, my husband's gonna be buying his ski equipment, and so I think I'm gonna pack the Sorels, just because they truly are so annoying in an airport. I've traveled in them before to save space, and like you just get exhausted even if you're like not even late. So I'm gonna go ahead and stuff all of my socks into there. I'm bringing, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm only bringing 6 pairs of socks, but I have 6 pairs of bras and underwear as well. So like in my mind, the day that I have to wash, you know, either my bras or my underwear, because I'm there for 10 days, so I'll have to wash them one time. Like I'll just do it all at the same time. I pack my socks into my boots, and I just sort of lay the boots in each other like this. And I haven't zipped up this side yet, just because I still can fit some things in like these areas here, so just sort of leaving that to be determined. Actually, you know what I'll do there? I'll put my bras and underwear in there. So I'm gonna do this quickly because I don't really want to show my bras and underwear to the internet that much. So just grab them. Mom and Dad, don't look, just kidding, it's fine. So as I was saying, I go ahead and lay the bra cups sort of in each other, and this is the top of the suitcase, so I'm fine putting these up here because they're not gonna get like smashed. Do I like blur these out? Is that, I mean, I've seen so many Fenty x Savage x Fenty like lingerie reviews as of late. Like if those are good to go, with people doing try on hauls with that on, which like no shade, get it, I could stack my bras in my suitcase. Woo! Okay, so as you saw, I just sort of laid the cups all in each other. It helps them keep their shape. I started with like the more fabric-y, less structured cups, and I just sort of like worked them up to like this top one here, which is like really molded. That's the most I've ever talked about my bras out loud. That's weird. And the underwear, oh, actually there's another bra. Whatever. These, I don't really care if they get kind of like, they're just underwear, so I'm just gonna smush those in there. All right, I'm wearing these guys. Oh my God, am I like actually that close to done? I had some things on the side over there that I was like, oh, I'll only pack these if I have room, and like, so proud of myself. Like this is a big thing for me. Okay, so I still have like little cold weather accessories, so I'll just like put those there. Those are some gloves. little beanie. I'm gonna be wearing a baseball cap. I don't think you can see it, but I'm gonna be wearing a baseball cap when I travel. I don't know why, I just like associate wearing baseball caps, hats when I travel. I'm gonna go ahead and put my belt there. Oh my god, wow, I am just so impressed with myself. Okay, I'm gonna go grab some things that I didn't think I would have room for, but I was like, oh, these are nice to have, not need to have, so let me go grab those. Excuse me as I throw my lovingly purchased Prada bag on the floor. Actually, I'll hang it up here. Speaking of my lovingly purchased Prada bag, if you haven't already, I'll go ahead and link my Prada bag unboxing up above. Okay, so because I'm not traveling for about like a little less than 24 hours, I'm not gonna like fully do like my toiletries and like my carry-on, but I will sort of talk you through it. But some things that I didn't think I would have space to bring, but I'm gonna bring. These are my fuzzy slippers. Again, I'm gonna be at my parents' house and it's hella cold. So I am bringing these because they're honestly just nice to wear because I'm gonna be there like over the holidays. We will probably spend like a decent amount of time just like chilling around the house. So like, it's just so nice to have fuzzy slippers. Well, that's for that side. Okay, so this is the first time I'm using this suitcase. It's my husband's. So I'm gonna go ahead and call this side done. This is a bathrobe that my parents actually bought me when I was home in Montana on breaks from college. And I'm so glad that I have room for it because as I mentioned before, like Montana is such a cold place that like when you get out of the shower, like unless you're immediately stepping into like a sauna or something, like it's really cold when you get out of the shower. So I think I'm gonna smush this here. And then the only reason I'm thinking about the Christmas presents is because one of them is a pretty big box. So let me just grab these. That is good to go. My toiletry bag is really small, and that's because when I'm doing Montana in the winter, when I'm going to Montana in the winter, my main focus for like my skin and my makeup is like minimalism and moisturizing. Like I'm not going there and like doing a full beat every day, a full face of makeup. I'm doing like tinted moisturizer, a little bit of concealer, my eyebrows and my eyelashes, and like some lip balm. And same thing with my skincare. I'm not packing like crazy exfoliants and all of the masks and everything. So this actually is great for me for just my toiletries. Like, believe it or not, I know this looks really small for like someone who loves like beauty and fashion to be for a toiletry case, but it does work. And another nice thing about Montana is like my hair always behaves really well there because of like how dry and yeah, I guess dry, how not humid it is. It's just, it stays naturally straight. So all I really needed to bring is like some hair oil to combat like static electricity, but that's it. So there's nothing in this right now because I still have to do my skincare routine tonight and tomorrow morning before we go. But like say this was packed, I could literally like slip it into one of these or like even just place it here. I will mention some like standout things that I definitely bring with me when I travel. And this is gonna be like ultimate cliche for like, if you watch any like beauty influencer, not saying that I am one as of yet, that travels, you will have seen definitely this one. So I'm doing this because I'm thinking that camera's gonna pick it up, but this is the Summer Fridays jet lag mask. And I'm not so much bringing this because my skin wants moisture after traveling. My skin is the kind of skin where like after I travel more than anything, it breaks out. So this is my fresh Umbrian Clay purifying mask, and this mask is awesome after a flight because again, Montana is so dry. I don't want to use chemical or physical exfoliants after I fly, which I might normally do if I was in a more humid environment, because it will just like my skin will start flaking off in chunks. Like that's how dry it is up in the mountains. It's like really high elevation. So this is great because it will sort of suck the impurities out of my skin that like get in there when I'm flying. That's a huge concern of mine. I always break out after I travel. And this, as I was saying, is not so much because my skin gets dry when traveling. This is just an awesome mask for moisture. So like I said, my skin gets so dry up there, so that's what this is about. I'm just really into my hand movements today. So those will be going in here. And these are some little travel perfumes. They happen to be small versions of the full-size winter perfumes I use. Sephora just so happened to have samples of these. This is the Dior Sauvage. I never know how to say it. And the Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt. So those will be going in there. But like I said, keep it minimal for the toiletries. And the last thing is what I bring in my actual backpack, or like my carry-on. So for my carry-on, I just got this Prada nylon bag, and I wouldn't normally travel with like my nicest bag, but the thing is it is so convenient. Like, it just sits like perfectly right on your body, and like, because I'm going somewhere cold and I don't want to have my hands out to carry like a top handle bag or something, or like I have so many layers on, I don't want to carry like a shoulder bag. This is going to be like my go-to bag while I'm there, because you can just chuck it on either over your layers if you make the strap really loose, or like under your layers if you make it more tight. You can put your outerwear on top. So this is great. So this will be my like personal item. I'll just have it on my body, and then that's where I'll put like my boarding pass and my wallet and my phone and all that good stuff. And then this is my, I'm not going to pronounce that. Everyone knows what this backpack is. I actually bought it in Montana over the summer, and I love this as a travel bag because I don't know if you can tell, it's really, really square and structured. So for my like carry-on, I'm hoping that I'll have room for like books and magazines, but more than likely it'll be like all of my like filming setup stuff. So like, here's my little like vlogging tripod. It's gonna be my first time vlogging, so please subscribe and you'll see my Montana travel vlog coming out next week. But this is just like the perfect size for like slip in the laptop, slip in the magazines, chargers, stuff like that. So this is gonna be my personal, not my personal item, this will be my bag, and it fits so nicely under the seat in front of me. So that's what that's about. As I said, I will be packing that tomorrow. And that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope this was helpful somehow and not just like pure chaotic energy embodied, but like, if anything, that's sort of what this year's been like. So as I was saying in the very intro of my video, if you want to see these outfits styled, please go ahead and follow me over on my Instagram at Mahina. And if you like this video and you want to subscribe to a channel that's all about fashion, lifestyle, beauty, and hopefully travel more than just this, please go ahead and subscribe down below. It would mean the absolute world to me. And that's all I have. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas or happy holidays, whatever it is that you celebrate, wherever you are. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!